Bad laws should not now be allowed to stand in the way of effective HIV responses.
Helen Clark, who heads the UN Development Programme, says laws and practices that perpetuate human rights abuses are costing lives, wasting money, and impeding an effective and sustainable global response against HIV. Many former heads of state, human rights activists, and top HIV experts released a report based on first-hand accounts from more than 1,000 people in 140 countries. It focuses on some of the epidemic's most challenging legal and human rights issues, including the criminalization of HIV transmission relating to drug use, sex work, and same-sex relationships. Festus Mogae is former president of Botswana.
What we have found is that there is a compelling evidence that an epidemic of bad laws is costing lives, that bad laws reduces the positive impact of the scarce resources that you are expending already on the issue.
If they are indeed not living up to the human rights standards, then those laws need to be changed.
Christina Finch is a policy and advocacy director at Amnesty International. She says the report should prompt governments around the world to take a serious look at their laws to ensure that all their citizens are protected.
Laws that criminalize same-sex behavior, laws that do not protect violence against women. And what we'd like to see is a rigorous analysis of those laws by member states, again, using the International Human Rights Framework. Let's take a look at all of those laws.
Michelle Sidibe, executive director of the UN program on HIV/AIDS, agrees.
If we want to stop HIV, the respect for human rights and for dignity is not optional. It is a must. We need to really deal with these issues, these central issues of dignity.
The report recommends that countries adopt laws based on sound public health practices and basic human rights. It urges governments to ban discrimination on the basis of HIV status and repeal laws that criminalize HIV transmission or non-disclosure of HIV status. The report also recommends decriminalizing same-sex activity, voluntary sex work, and drug use, saying the current situation discourages people from seeking essential prevention care and services. Vidushi Sinha, VOA News, Washington.